hot temperatures today. We didn't see any triple digits, and it's only going to be a hotter week ahead of us. Going to see some cooler temperatures tomorrow, though. Going to see 70 by midnight, 61 by 7 a.m., then 80 degrees by noon. Still some very strong winds. Let's start Local 2 News Mother's Day edition right now.
Next, the mayor keeps his seat in Big Spring, and beer and wine can now be sold in Coahoma. Voters across the basin made some big decisions this weekend. We have a recap of all the races ahead. Also, it's all about our moms today, and one cell phone company wants to make sure you can make the call to say Happy Mother's Day free of charge. And how much tackling is too much? Tonight, we take a closer look at high school football practice in the Basin and show you how Friday nights might become safer. We'll have that special assignment for you tonight. All those stories and more coming up.
Live from Midland, Odessa, and Big Spring, we're Basin Trusted, Basin Proud. This is Local 2 News at 10 in HD.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Lauren Tropea. Thank you so much for spending your Sunday night with us for Local 2 News at 10. We are your local election headquarters, and we want to start things off tonight with a quick look at results from a few big races across the basin. Alcohol now allowed to be sold within the city of Coahoma. The Stanton street tax passes by almost 60 votes. And over in Big Spring, Mayor Larry McClellan keeps his seat, gaining almost 400 more votes than his opponent, Shannon Thomason. Let's take a listen to what Thomason had to say about his campaign experience and what he hopes voters get out of it.
A desire to have their questions answered, a desire to hold local government responsive and responsible.
And moving just west of Big Spring to Coahoma tonight, where 75% of voters decided stores will be able to sell alcohol within city limits. Only about 25% of voters against the proposition. Coahoma residents told us the hot topic brought more people to the polls compared to past elections. We caught up with a Coahoma native who says the pass on the proposition, a good thing for the city.
It'll help it get a little bigger because we've got a potential grocery store coming in, and that'll keep more money here instead of us having to drive all the way to Big Spring.
To break down those numbers for you, 114 voters for the sale of alcohol and only 38 against. And we want to know what you think now that Coahoma can sell alcohol. You can find us on our website and go over to our Facebook page. That's Local 2 News-KMID, and let us know what you think. Now moving to Stanton tonight, where residents decided to pass the street sales tax. This means the 1/4 cent sales tax will continue to funnel into a street maintenance fund. For more than a decade, the tax has gone toward roads, and city officials hoped voters would keep it that way. City manager Mike Adams says it's a huge help to the roads.
All small cities have shoestring budgets to work everything with, and so it makes a big difference for us.
And for more election results across the basin, from school board to city council seats, you can find them all on our website, yourbasin.com. And speaking of elections, House Speaker Paul Ryan dropped a political bombshell after announcing he wasn't quite ready to support Donald Trump. House Speaker Paul Ryan, now the highest level GOP leader to say Trump doesn't have his support just yet. Sarah Palin, who endorsed Trump back in January, believes Ryan's announcement was driven out by a desire to seek the White House in 2020. The Republican nominee says he didn't see it coming.
To me 3 weeks ago, and it was a very nice call, a very encouraging call with him, and then all of a sudden he gets on and he does this number.
I hope to support our nominee. I hope to support his candidacy fully. I'm just not there right now.
The House Speaker has repeatedly ruled out a 2016 bid and has made no comments regarding future elections. New tonight at 10, 3 grass fires ignite at the same time in Marathon. The Marathon Volunteer Fire Department and the Brewster County Sheriff's Office tackled all 3 fires around 7:30 Saturday night. The first fire located about 2 miles east of Marathon on Highway 90, and the other 2 fires further down Highway 90. The department split units to all 3 fires, and they tell us it took 7 firefighters and 2 hours to fully contain all of the fires. Talking education tonight, the dog days of summer just around the corner, and ECISD finding a unique way to promote reading with some canine companions. For a donation of food, students at Gonzales Elementary School got the chance to read with a pooch. Many of the pups rescue dogs, and the idea to help struggling readers gain confidence when reading aloud to a crowd. About 400 pounds of food brought in for Odessa Animal Control and the Humane Society of Odessa. And the Midland County Library making sure learning doesn't stop when summer starts. From now until the end of the year, students from all different grade levels and districts will take trips to the library to spend a day outside of the classroom with rows and rows of books. The library says the field trips not only provide a new way to learn, but also recruit more young library card holders.
They can read some during the summer, they're much more likely to retain the information that they had from the year previous going into the next school year.
Last year, the field trip brought in almost 1,500 students, and this year they're preparing for even more. Turning to the Tall City tonight, it's a day to celebrate moms, and we hit the streets to see how families spent their Mother's Day. Local 2's Casey Jones has the story.
As Mother's Day comes to an end, we wanted to take a moment to share how a few families spent their holiday.
The U.S. Census reports there are 85.4 million moms in the nation.
Happy Mother's Day.
Myra Torres, mother of 3, in that number.
Just spending time with my kids.
She's spending her holiday surrounded by loved ones, including her very own mom.
Kind of rare for me to have time with my mother, so we had the day free, so we're like, let's just go spend time together.
Torres credits her mother for teaching her how to love and passes it on to her kids.
She loves me until she gets older and older and older and older.
In the spirit of spreading love, the National Retail Federation reports Americans will spend $21.4 billion combined on gifts for moms.
I want to make her some prize.
Yeah. Torres says the gifts she cherishes most can't be bought.
Just all the love I get. That they show me every day.
It's not too late to tell mom how much you love her. Research shows 68% of people plan to call their moms on Mother's Day. That's 122 billion phone calls, more than any Sunday throughout the year. In the studio, Casey Jones, Local 2 News.
What makes your mom the best mom in the whole world?
Sometimes she gives me candy.
How much do you love your mom?
1,000.
1,000? Why do you love her so much?
Because she's nice.
Those kids are adorable. And speaking of Mother's Day, a mother's love knows no distance, and one cell phone company wants to make sure of that. Verizon Wireless offering customers free calls to Mexico for Mother's Day. The country celebrates the special day for moms on May 10th. Customers can either visit a local store or use their personal phones with international long-distance calling at no charge. The free calls available starting today and running until May 10th. If you'd like to find a local store here in the Basin, head over to our website. That's yourbasin.com. And unlike most other sports, there's a physical element to the game of football. Sometimes leaves players watching from the sidelines. In tonight's special report, Local 2's Jeff Eberly takes a closer look at the practice patterns of high school football teams in the Basin and shows you how the game could be safer on Friday nights.
Going for a layup, and you shoot the layup and the guy knocks you down, that's called the foul. In football, that's called a good job.
We want to be very physical out here.
Football attracts those who embrace contact, and the teams that perform well tackle well. And to be a good tackler, Permian head coach Blake Felt says you got to do it.
To be fundamentally sound at tackling, you got to work at it every day. It's like anything else.
But how much tackling is too much in practice? During this season, the UIL limits high schools to less than 90 minutes of full contact each week, meaning one player tackling another player to the ground. A policy felt as well as both Midland coaches follow.
You still got to teach kids how to be physical. It's still going to be a physical sport.
You got to have confidence when your back's to the football.
But what if high schools could implement a system where their players didn't tackle each other? 6 years ago, Dartmouth head coach Buddy Tevens decided that his players would not tackle each other in practice.
We were going to practice tackling, but we weren't going to do it on each other. And it was just kind of out of left field for my coaching staff, but it ended up worked out fairly well for us. Our missed tackles that first year dropped literally 50%, and the injury rate plummeted as well.
Football is about being tough.
Lee head coach Clint Hartman counters Tevens' policy by highlighting the difference between an experienced college player as opposed to a high school freshman who's never played the game.
Those guys have been taught how to coach, they've been recruited, and they've already been taught how to tackle. So that's an easier process maybe. But us, we're constantly getting kids in high school that, hey, I want to try to play football.
Now, I do believe there is a time and a place that the young guy, first-timer, has got to learn to tackle someone else. But I don't think we need to do it as frequently as it's done currently.
But Tevens also argues his no tackling player-to-player policy contains tremendous health benefits.
I had a neurologist tell me the fact that we don't tackle during the week probably saves us concussions on Saturday.
An opinion shared by Trapper O'Connell, who's been an athletic trainer in the Permian Basin for more than 30 years.
I think that would eliminate, some concussions and eliminate some injuries. But are they going to do it? Are coaches going to do that?
No matter what coaches or leagues change, football is still physical. And no matter how safe you try to make it, there will always be injuries. Jeff Eberly, Local 2 Sports.
Coming up in weather, strong winds continue, but we'll also have clear skies tomorrow. You can also expect more 90-degree temperatures this week. Weather is next.
During the Rooms to Go spring clearance sale, save big on this versatile reclining living room. Choose this reclining sectional in 2 colors or reclining sofa and love seat in 2 colors. Your choice, just $944. $944 during the Rooms to Go spring clearance sale.
Which proposed a bicameral.
Boring. Come on, people. Let's debate something that actually matters. Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire. Challenger, Charger. 305 horsepower, 300 horsepower. That super efficient 8-speed tranny helps you get up to 30 mpg and 31 mpg highway. Win, win. Debate's over. Get you some of that.
Get $2,000 combined cash allowance on the 2016 Charger SXT, and Texas residents get an additional $1,000 cash allowance.
In Texas, there's only one way to live, your way. And only one truck built to get you there. Ford F-150, the 39-year bestseller. F-150 matches your independence with capability. So when the spirit of Texas takes you, F-150 is ready to ride. Get a 2016 F-150 with $10,150 in total value or 0% for 66 months.
Ford is the best in Texas.
Your local weather authority, Horace Brown, weeknights on Local 2 News at 5.
During the Rooms to Go Kids spring clearance sale, get great kids' bedrooms at low spring sale prices. Like this bedroom in 3 colors, just $850. Or this bedroom in 3 colors, just $777. Now during the Rooms to Go Kids spring clearance sale.
Now, your Local 2 weather authority forecast.
Welcome back. Ryan Martin joining us now. I'm here in the Weather Center tonight. And you know what? It was another toasty one out there today.
And it was also another windy one in the Basin. Peak wind gust at 58 miles an hour here in Odessa in the Tall City. If you were one of those guys who were doing some last-minute card shopping for Mother's Day, you want to use 2 hands on that card because it could end up on the other side of town with how strong these winds were. Pulling up the health index right now. Moderate chance of tree pollen still, grass, mold, and flu viruses all low. This all courtesy of Dr. John D. Bray. Now pulling up the almanac right now. Averages are the highs for today, just a degree below yesterday, but 94 still very warm, well above average, short of our record, and also for our low, only 67 degrees, so pretty warm in terms of our low as well. Right now, still seeing some pretty warm temperatures all across the basin, temperatures in the 70s, and then seeing wind speeds still very strong, 20 miles an hour. We're going to get right to that because that's what you're looking at. 21 miles an hour in Big Spring, 13 miles an hour in the Guadalupe Pass. Wind speeds actually died down quite a bit up in the southeast portion of New Mexico. But these winds, they're not going anywhere. Expect another windy day tomorrow and expect that to continue into Tuesday. 20-mile-an-hour winds during the afternoon hours. They'll die down a little bit in the nighttime hours, but not too much. So still going to be very windy. And then you'll see more winds on Tuesday, back up to near that 15 to 20-mile-an-hour mark for wind speeds. Wind gust right now 17 in Pecos, seeing 22 down in Presidio. And as we said before, very strong peak gust right here in Odessa and the Tall City. 58 miles an hour, 38 in Big Spring, 49 in the Guadalupe Mountains, 40 in Marfa, and then saw 40s up in the southeast portion of New Mexico. So expect similar wind gusts tomorrow and going into Tuesday as you did today. We have fire weather advisories. The fire weather warnings have been lifted, but expect them to come back because, well, look at these humidity levels. 11% in Hobbs, 9% in Carlsbad. Very dry in the western portion of the basin and also very windy in the western portion of the basin, and that's not going to go anywhere. We're still tracking these thunderstorms that are occurring in the area, mostly in the eastern portion of the basin, but the strongest thunderstorms we're seeing in the state of Texas happening in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Temperature-wise, seeing 70s in Dallas-Fort Worth, not in the 60s quite yet, mid-70s down along the coast, low 70s in Houston and Austin, just 71, only a couple degrees below us up in Lubbock, and then seeing 65 in Amarillo, one of the few areas seeing the 60s throughout the basin right now. Temperatures right now seeing 70s throughout the basin, 63 in the Guadalupe Pass, 73 up in Carlsbad, 68 in Hobbs, and then seeing 70 degrees in Big Spring. A little cooler down in Alpine at 66 degrees, and then still very warm in Presidio, 88 degrees just below that 90-degree mark, and then 82 in the Big Bend Mountains. So expect more warm temperatures throughout the week. We're going to see some cooling tomorrow down into the 80s for our highs, but expect the 90-degree temperatures to make their return on Tuesday, and they're going to stick around throughout the entire week. We'll see some days where we'll see high 80s, but expect more 90s throughout the basin. A very hot week ahead of us. Let's get to your regional forecast for tonight. Pretty mild night in the northern basin, seeing temperatures in the mid-50s, 57 in Andrews, Jowell 54, Hobbs 54, and Lovington at 55, seeing high 50s in Big Spring. And then tomorrow expect low to high 80s, Jowell 87, Carlsbad 87, Tatum 84, Lovington 84, and Seminole at 86 degrees. Going into the central basin, expect low 60s, high 50s tonight, 58 in Big Lake, Rankin at 58, Cope Ranch at 57, and then Odessa Midland going to stay in the 60s, Kermit at 55, and then tomorrow 89 in Kermit, 86 the expected high for Odessa Midland, Penwell 88 degrees. Grand Falls could see 90s tomorrow as well as Barstow, and then going into the Trans-Pecos, expect low 60s, a couple mid-50s, Pecos at 56 degrees, Balmorhea at 57, and then Sanderson going to stay in the 60s as well as Dryden at 63. And then tomorrow, Dryden and Sanderson could get back up into the 90s. Bakersfield, Ira, and Sheffield could see low 90s. Pecos, a possible chance of 90s as well. And then high 80s in Fort Stockton. Going into the mountains, 53 in Pine Springs tonight, 53 in Van Horn. Marfa going to be a little chillier, though, 45 degrees. Presidio 64, Brewster 61. Might be hard for them to get to that number, considering the fact they're still in the high 80s. Tomorrow, Presidio up to 93 degrees, Brewster 92, Alpine 83, and Marfa going to be seeing a high of 79 degrees tomorrow. Not very hot there. Looking at the 7-day forecast, going to be seeing a pretty nice Monday, 86 degrees, but then those hot 90-degree temperatures back up on Tuesday, and then that's going to continue into Wednesday. Going to see some cooling on Thursday and Friday, but then back up into the 90s on Saturday before we see a chance of thunderstorms 7 days from now. So it's not a bad forecast at all. Just make sure you wear that sunscreen, and you know, I might want to bring an extra suit with me because I might sweat through these shirts tomorrow.
Well, you know what, Randy, it was definitely an interesting day weather-wise. It was very hot earlier, and then all of a sudden we saw some rain, and then what came after the rain we want to show you, just in case you missed it. A beautiful rainbow over East Odessa. We want to thank our own Tyler Wessner. He actually snapped that picture for us and sent it in. It's beautiful, a great way to end Mother's Day. Right.
Absolutely. There. And I just want to say to my mom, just to quote Forrest Gump, You did good, Mama.
All right, thanks, Ryan. And still to come here on Local 2 News at 10. Today, all about our mothers. Coming up, we'll show a few pictures of us with our moms.
There she is.
Know of a community event or news story? Then contact us. You can call 432-563-4421. Email news@kmid.tv. Like us on Facebook at Local2News-KMID. And follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Local2News-KMID.
Hi, we need a truck for our family.
Yeah, something that can keep up with us. Well, Tundra's perfect. Tows up to 10,000 pounds, so you can go boating, ATVing, or camping.
Oh, that's fun.
Maybe we made these scenes too realistic.
During Toyota time, qualified buyers get 0% APR for 60 months plus $1,500 special edition cash on a new 2016 special edition Tundra for a total savings over $5,900.
You look like happy campers.
Toyota, let's go places.
Multi-car discounts, claim-free discounts, great discounts that are saving Fred Loya customers more money on their car insurance.
That's right, Martha, but there's more. Lots more. Take a look.
Like if you own your own home, there's a discount for that. If you have prior insurance, there's a discount for that. No wonder thousands of people are saving more money by switching to Fred Loya Insurance.
So now you know. Pick up the phone right now and call Fred Loya Insurance and find out about these and other great discounts. If you don't call,
you don't save.
It's the hottest comedy event of the year, the Comedy Get Down World Tour, with Cedric the Entertainer, D.L. Hughley, Eddie Griffin, George Lopez, and Charlie Murphy. One hilarious night of comedy with the funniest comedians in the country. Get ready to laugh like you've never laughed before with Cedric the Entertainer, Eddie Griffin, D.L. Hughley, George Lopez, and Charlie Murphy. Friday, May 13th to 8 p.m. in the Ector County Coliseum. Get tickets now at boxofficesolutions.net. The Comedy Get Down World Tour. It's the best comedy show, period.
The Odessa Area Outdoor Gun Range, located 13 miles west of Odessa on I-20, offers a variety of shooting options from pistol to rifle, shotgun to archery, even paintball. Come check out our evening shoots or paintball after dark. Party packages are available. Give us a call at 432-352-3496 or come see us at 18,200 West I-20, Odessa.
Hi, y'all. Bart Rager, Rager Dykes Automall in Midland. Your friend in the car business.
Basin trusted, Basin proud. You're watching Local 2 News at 10 in HD.
Welcome back and staying with the Mother's Day theme tonight. In order to honor Odessa mothers, the TC Rodeo held a Mother's Day bull riding event. The rodeo held behind Corky's Bar and Grill. Organizers say they want the event to bring in more rodeo lovers. Hopeful riders of any age are invited to have the chance to hop on a bull.
Tonight we have new people that have never been out here, and they're like, how often are you doing this? Are you going to do this more? So it is becoming very interesting to people. So people are wanting to do this, and so that's great. That's what we're wanting, is to bring people out.
Today's rodeo had almost double the number of riders than the last event, and the next rodeo event will be held on Memorial Day at 5 o'clock with a $7 admission fee. In your health news tonight, Major League Baseball won't be playing any regular season games in Puerto Rico this season after all. And the Zika virus to blame. The league announced a planned 2-game series later this month between the Miami Marlins and Pittsburgh Pirates will be moved from San Juan to Florida. Officials said both teams expressed concerns about playing there due to Zika. Concerns about the virus on the island grew in February after a 70-year-old Puerto Rican man died from complications of the virus. The decision is a big blow to Puerto Rico, which missed a debt payment and owes more than $70 billion to creditors. And from Major League Baseball to high school and college baseball, Tara Talmadge is joining us tonight.
That's right. We had some playoffs go on this weekend for high school, and the college baseball playoffs are just about to start. Coming up next on your Local 2 Sports, playoffs are well underway. Find out which baseball and softball teams are advancing to the next round when we come back.
Hi, I'm Bart Rager, the Rager Dykes Auto Group. And I love Midland, and we love having Rager Dykes Auto Mall right here in Midland, Texas. But one thing you may not know is we're one of the largest pre-owned dealers in the United States. Definitely one of the largest in Texas. Did you know we can get you any car you want? Get on RagerDykesAutoGroup.com and you can look at all of our cars. But we guarantee a great price and great service. Give us a shot. We make it easy for you to get any car that you want.
Rager Dykes Auto Group.
If you live here in the Permian Basin, you know there's a ton of mattress offers. But if you haven't been tested, you're probably sleeping on the wrong mattress. Why take a chance? Come take the one test that matches your back to the right mattress at only one place, Bob Mills Sleep Spa, inside Bob Mills Furniture. Our bed match technology uses 18 measurements to find what your body needs in a mattress. And it's totally free. Think about it. Have you been tested?
Balloons? They're not important. Coasters? Not important. Cupcakes? Not, well, they are pretty tasty. But your health? Now that's important. This is why local wellness experts have gathered their resources in one place. Just go to yourbasin.com/wellness network. You'll find wellness tips from the area's leading medical experts, a video gallery, and you can even contact the experts directly. Don't wait. Be the best you. Now, just visit Your Wellness Network on yourbasin.com today.
After 30 years at Local 2 and forecasting your weather, one thing's for sure, we've been through a lot together. Droughts, severe storms, backyard barbecues, heck, I even had hair at one point. Sexy. But no matter what else changes, Local 2 and I are always dedicated to local weather coverage that impacts you.
Local 2, your local weather authority.
Come three.
Good, get out the brat,
Hey, hold up, go.
Get Mic'd Up Tuesdays on Local 2 News at 10. Sponsored by Classic Honda of Midland. Now, your Local 2 Sports.
Welcome into your Local 2 Sports. I'm Tara Talmadge. The Midland College Shaps are the Whack-Jack champs. On Saturday, Midland College defeated Clarendon 11-5, securing the #1 seed in the Region 5 tournament. The Shaps enter the playoffs with a 30-6 record and will face off against the #4 seed out of the North Texas Junior College Athletic Conference, Hill College. The two will face off at 8 p.m. this Friday at Texas Tech's Dan Law Field at Rip Griffin Park. Howard College is also in the tournament, though, earning the #3 seed. The Hawks will play Grayson College at 1 p.m. Friday. But high school playoffs are already well underway. This weekend, Midland High bested Arlington High 11-0, advancing them to the area round where they will face off against Amarillo High this weekend in Lubbock. Midland Lee is also moving on, defeating Arlington Martin 14-4 in Game 3 of their series. The Bulldogs will play El Paso Montwood this weekend. And yet another Midland team advancing Saturday, Midland Christian completed their sweep of Dallas Christian and will now face off against Colleyville Covenant at a place and time to be determined. And in softball, guys, Saturday, Permian defeated Amarillo High 5-3. The Lady Panthers will now play Lubbock Coronado, who beat Odessa High 13-3 on Saturday. Midland High girls are also moving on, though. The Lady Dogs will defeated Eastwood High 5-3 and will play Friendship this weekend at Seminole High School. But this past weekend wasn't all about baseball and softball. Saturday was also full of decorative hats and pastels at the Kentucky Derby. And Odessa's own Sonny Henderson was at Churchill Downs to watch his horse run for the Roses. Sudden breaking news began the day with 24-1 odds, which basically puts him right in the middle of the pack. Starting in position #2, Sudden Breaking News broke clean but fell to the back almost immediately. Then he finally started to settle in and pick up some speed as they came around the rear of the field. Sitting at 17th out of 20, Sudden Breaking News kicked it into gear and began to charge ahead of several horses as they came down the home stretch. You can see him coming up right here with his jockey Luis Quinanez wearing orange, and he's chasing down Gunrunner and Mohaman. It was truly a photo finish as the three reached the finish line. It was a Gunrunner taking third by a head and Mohaman edging Sudden Breaking News out by a nose. But, guys, Sudden Breaking News earned 5th place and $60,000, though, so not doing too bad. Congratulations to Sonny Henderson, and congratulations to the Derby winner, Nyquist. And switching over to the NBA, tonight the Spurs took on the Thunder in Game 4 of the West semifinals. It was a big game for the Thunder because a loss tonight would put the Spurs up 3-1 in the series. So definitely a big game for them.
First quarter, Thunder down by 3, and Russell Westbrook with the bounce pass to Steven Adams, and he throws it down right there to put the Thunder within reach. They're only down by 1 point now. Later in the first, though, Spurs up 3. Kawhi Leonard with the pump fake and steps in for the lay-in right there. Makes it look so easy, I know. Under 2 minutes to go in the first, Spurs up by 8, and some great movement coming up by the Spurs. All 5 Spurs touch the ball, but it ends up with David West's hands, and West with a step fake, and he buries the jumper. Second quarter, Spurs up 38-30, and Tony Parker steps around Westbrook and makes a nice scoop shot to put the Spurs up by 10. 1:38 left in the second quarter, and Spurs down by 1. Kawhi Leonard drives baseline and goes up strong. And the easy dunk right there over Steven Adams. Definitely quiet down the crowd, but they got a little louder because the Thunder pulled out a win, 111-97, tying up the series at 2 apiece. But hopefully they can come back and pull out a win, because I would love to see them right here on ABC for the NBA Finals.
I was just going to say, you know what that means? We're getting closer to the finals. I'm so excited to see which 2 teams make it in.
I know. Hopefully they can pull it out. I think they can.
And congratulations to the Midland College Chaps.
I know.
The Whack Jack champs. I love saying that.
Exactly.
Whack Jack champs. Congrats, guys. And then, of course, we were both heartbroken over sudden breaking news. I mean, 5th place is still, that's awesome.
Not too shabby.
To even place the Kentucky Derby. And you have to just give it up for that name.
Exactly. I mean, it was one of my favorites, because there were some other ones that I wasn't exactly too fond of. But you know what? 5th place, he came from behind. I mean, it was so fun to watch. And hopefully he still races in some of the other ones that are up and coming.
I love the Kentucky Derby.
Me too.
Always fun. Always fun. All right, we'll be right back after this.
Know of a community event or news story? Then contact us. You can call 432-563-4421. Email news@kmid.tv. Like us on Facebook at Local 2 News-KMID. And follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Local 2 News KMID.
A good neighbor is more than an acquaintance. A good neighbor is more than a friend.
A good neighbor is welcoming and makes you feel like family.
Helpful, kind, caring, supportive. In an emergency, you can count on your neighbors.
Day or night, at Neighbors Emergency Center.
Your doctors.
Your neighbors.
Have a burning question you'd like to ask a pro? If so, Local 2 wants to connect you to local professionals in your area.
Hello, I'm David Lumpkin, the director of the Sylvan Learning Center of Midland, Odessa, where we inspire success through personal learning. We're excited to be your local pro. Please visit us at sylvanlearning.com or go to yourbasin.com for more information.
Just click on the Sections tab, select Local Pros, choose a featured professional, and have your questions answered today. With all the options out there, surfing the web for local content can feel overwhelming. But not anymore, because Local 2, Fox 24, and Estrella TV have partnered together to create yourbasin.com, the ultimate local online destination. Powered by 3 stations, it's the one-stop home for your news, weather, and sports. Plus, get even more with your contests, your local pros, your business directory, your entertainment, and your local events. Find it all at yourbasin.com, your local online destination.
Are you a friendly, hard-working individual with a passion for sales? If this sounds like you, then Local 2 wants your resume. We are now hiring account executives and seek experienced applicants. Just apply to the email address on your screen.
A West Texas town made national headlines for